My name is Brandon Keehn. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Speech, Language, and Hearing Sciences and Psychological Sciences at Purdue University. We know autism diagnosis and intervention can support the long-term positive outcomes for autistic children and for their families. However, wait lists for an autism diagnosis are exceptionally long in the U.S., can exceed a year's time. And because a diagnosis is really the gateway to early intervention, children with autism are missing sort of an intervention opportunity at an optimal time of development. So our most recent estimates suggest that nearly 3% of kids in the U.S. Have an autism diagnosis. And so that number of children far exceeds the available specialists that are able to make an autism diagnosis. And this results in a bottleneck where we have kids and families waiting very long times in order to receive a diagnostic evaluation. Eye tracking is simply a camera that's directed towards an individual's eye, and then along with a computer program or algorithm that's calibrated, it allows us to look at where somebody is looking, to measure their gaze patterns and also their pupil diameter as they look at something like a computer screen. We use eye tracking along with specialized videos in order to sort of elicit patterns of gaze behavior or pupil dilation that we have shown are sensitive to autism. And so our goal, our hope is that these patterns of looking or pupil dilation will help us identify children with autism. Currently, many models of autism diagnosis require highly trained specialty clinicians who tend to be concentrated in major metropolitan areas. And this results in, again, that bottleneck, and it means that families in underserved or rural areas are even less likely to be able to see these clinicians, or it's exceptionally difficult for them to see these clinicians. And so our hope with the eye tracking tool is that it will allow an individual that's not specially trained to conduct an autism evaluation and to use this tool in concert with other measures to accurately identify kids similar to those that have much more training and are doing much more extensive evaluations. So we've partnered with other institutions that have trained primary care providers on how to do an autism evaluation. And our goal is to give those providers, again, one extra sort of tool in their diagnostic tool belt that will allow them to accurately identify autism and, again, hopefully reduce that bottleneck that we see and reduce the wait times that families have to endure. So we're always working to improve our sort of eye tracking measures and tool. This includes creating videos or different videos that are maximally engaging to toddlers and very young children to improve the accuracy of our measures using machine learning and AI-based approaches. And we're also sort of developing hardware solutions that will allow us to scale this approach across the state and hopefully across the globe.